Hey, welcome to Cafe Disco Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Mike, along with my co-hosts, Ozama and Chad.
What's up?
You got that name? Not gonna say anything? Okay, that's cool. So normally we would start the show with a review of a movie that the other guys chose for us to watch this week. We're not going to do that at the beginning of this one. That's going to be a separate video that you can watch on YouTube. So we're going to get right into the topics. Topic 1. So I had an idea for thinking of the 5 most iconic movies from your childhood. Your childhood being when you were each around 5 to 15 years old. So it's going to be different years for each one of us because we're different ages. So
like the 1960s for Mike.
Yeah, 1960s for me, like 2010s for Chad, and no. So, you want me to go first? You want me to start it?
Are we doing top 5? Are we going one at a time, or are we just giving our whole list?
Oh, we can give the whole list or whatever. I mean, you don't have to name them 1 to 5. But so mine, right? In case anybody is wondering, the years for mine between when I was 5 and 15 is 92 to 2002. Chad is 96 to 2006, and Ozama is 2000 to 2010.
Man,
he is old.
You're young.
Yeah, right. So mine would be probably the most iconic, I would say, is Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna use that.
Just the special effects were incredible. One of the best things about it was they used animatronics and not computer special effects or like CGI, but everything looks so real for the time that it was done. So that's probably the most iconic one, I would say. My other ones are just some of my most favorite that I used to watch like over and over again.
So
during that time frame.
Guilty pleasures.
Not really guilty pleasures because they're awesome.
Am I going to make fun of you for them?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. But they're just awesome movies that I would watch over and over again. Billy Madison, classic.
Yeah, great movie.
Probably, in that time frame, one of the greatest comedy movies there was.
Watch that.
You've never seen that?
Nope.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you're missing out. You're missing out big time. But so to go right with that, Happy Gilmore, which was another one.
Yeah.
It was I think they were like 1 year apart, but yeah, another one that was one of the best. Beverly Hills Cop 3. I don't know if anybody watched the Beverly Hills Cops with Eddie Murphy.
I did not watch.
I did watch them, but I wasn't a huge fanatic over them.
Really?
I didn't watch one of them. So.
Oh man, yeah, they were awesome.
You didn't watch Beverly Hills Cop?
Whoa, hold on.
What?
Pull the reins a little. Pull the reins a little. Just because Eddie Murphy's in it.
Yeah, why should I watch it?
Well, you went the race card. I wasn't saying that.
That's what you were. I think that's where you were insinuating there.
No.
Yes, you will.
You're right.
You guys can't take a joke.
They were great movies, but the only one that I could put in my time frame was the third one because the other two were like late 80s.
Now, question. Can we put like one whole set of movies like one count as one?
I was told no.
Yeah, we were told. I thought we went over this earlier.
I know.
So my fifth and final one, which is probably up there with Jurassic Park as far as being iconic. The Matrix. The Matrix was.
I've seen The Matrix one time, and I
fantastic.
don't remember much of it.
Really?
It's probably something I should rewatch.
I've seen it 3 times.
As far as how iconic it is, it's one of the it kind of changed special effects when it came out with the whole slow motion, bullet dodging and all that. There really wasn't any of that before The Matrix came out. So
yeah, I need to rewatch that series. I haven't seen it in a long time.
So that's my list. That's my 5, and I think I have probably the best 10-year time frame out of the 3 of us to choose from. But
yeah, you think?
Well, really just Jurassic Park was. I mean, plus you get the Adam Sandler movies.
Yeah, some of the best comedies that there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys gonna hate me.
Oh, I'm sure.
I didn't watch the original Jurassic Parks.
Oh,
Dude,
really? Because that movie holds up really well.
The
Like
original,
even my 7-year-old, when he was 5, he was obsessed with the original Jurassic Park.
I kept meaning to watch. I just didn't get a chance to it. Along with The Godfather and everything like that, I didn't watch those.
Wow. You missed out on some classics, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all right.
Well, you can watch Jurassic Park. It holds up. So
it does. Yeah, I mean it's better than Jurassic. The original Jurassic Park to me has better special effects than Jurassic World.
Yeah,
which is saying something.
Mm-hmm.
The only good thing about Jurassic World is Chris Pratt's awesome. But besides that,
yeah, that's true. So Nozama,
number 5, The Hangover. Come on, you have to admit that was one
such
of
a
the
millennial.
I'm just saying that was one of the funniest
It was a funny
movies.
movie.
So,
yeah, it was good.
It was funny.
Yeah. Number 4, Iron Man, the first one.
The best Marvel movie.
For that time for me, yeah.
Oh, best Marvel movie?
Definitively.
Best Marvel movie?
Yes.
I don't know if it's the best
Marvel
movie.
superhero movie. Yes.
Best Marvel super?
Yeah.
I can't agree with that.
I agree with that.
No.
Logan's better than Iron Man.
That's Fox. I'm talking about Marvel made.
Oh, you said Marvel superhero movie.
Marvel made.
Marvel made. Okay, I could probably agree with that.
I don't know.
Why? Don't you know?
Avengers 1 is probably the best one, I think.
Avengers 1 was great, but
Yeah, it
I
was
think
good.
Iron Man's the one that kicked it all off, and
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
it's
Iron Man,
it's probably the best
exactly.
one.
That's why it's my number 4.
Well, hold on. Going back to your Hangover thing, I know. In one of the past shows, we talked about the movies that we're most excited for that are coming out, and you said Joker.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that made The Hangover is the same guy that's making Joker. The director.
I don't know how's that gonna work, but
Yeah, I don't see where
So
that adds.
just
any-
Exactly.
just a nice little factoid.
okay. I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
know
see how
how's
that
gonna
movie
work.
turns out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 3, Chad, just shut up. Finding Nemo. Listen.
We don't have crickets on there, right?
No,
Listen.
no crickets.
Listen. When I first watched it, I was like a kid still, so yeah, and I watched it at least like 3 times. So yeah.
I've seen it plenty of times, but I wasn't a kid, so I mean I was a lot older than you, I guess.
I mean, wasn't that great though?
It's a good film.
It's a great film.
Not. It's nowhere near on the caliber of other Disney films. If you're Pixar films,
Well, for my time frame, yeah, it kind of is.
I guess for your time frame, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And then Finding Nemo was a big one.
Yeah.
It was critically acclaimed too.
Yeah. For whatever reason, it was okay. It was fine. It was fine.
It was great,
It was
Chad.
fine.
Come on.
It was
now.
okay.
It was not okay. Fine, whatever.
All right.
Number 2, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I would agree with you on that. I wish that's probably the one you were asking if we could put them all together.
Yes.
Because I know it
Yeah.
ain't that last one.
No. So yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I would agree with you on Harry Potter.
Come
and
on. Exactly. Yeah.
I would love to put the whole series in there.
Exactly. I
Harry,
mean,
Harry Potter's good, and
Harry Potter is great.
You know,
It is great.
You know, I watched Harry Potter for the first time. Like it's probably like a year ago.
Wow.
For the first.
All of them. I watched
start
like all. How many are there? 8, 7 or 8.
Something like that. Yeah, I think so.
Seven.
Well, there's 7, but
the last one's broken
yeah,
into
the last
2.
one's 2, so it's
Yeah.
8 movies.
Yeah, so I watched all of them like one right after the other. You know, each day I watched a different one
Yeah,
for the
they're-
first time.
I do that like once a year. They're
Yeah.
awesome.
Same. I do the same thing too. So yeah, and the first one was my favorite so far. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
And number 1, you might actually like this.
I'm
Dark
going to.
Knight.
Yeah,
The Dark Knight.
it's
Yes.
definitely the best off the list right there.
Yeah, The Dark Knight. Only because of Heath Ledger.
See, that-
There you go. Okay, we're good. I agree.
And that's where we part
I
ways.
agree.
But we've gone over this
Yeah.
on like every show,
Too
so
many times.
Yeah. So yeah.
can't dwell on it too much.
But I
Yeah.
agree with you, Nozama, because of Heath Ledger.
Yeah. The best performance by a Joker. So yeah.
That's
my
in your
opinion.
time frame?
Yes, it actually is. Yeah.
2008
Mm-hmm.
came out.
Wow.
See,
Mine are not listed in any kind of...
mine weren't either.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah, mine are
Right.
just all on the same caliber. I can't. So, Men in Black. I'm a huge Will Smith fan in general.
Men in Black is good.
And Men in Black, I feel like
I didn't expect that coming.
as a kid, that was a movie I watched over and over and over and over again.
Men in Black was
I've done the
funny.
same
Like,
thing
it
with
was
that.
great. Yeah,
It was good.
it was good.
Space Jam. We discussed this a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Space Jam was awesome.
It is an awesome
Especially
movie.
when you're a kid watching it.
It's great. It's really great. Have you
Yeah.
seen Space Jam?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I
Space
didn't
Jam.
know. I have to ask about every movie.
I told you I should.
Harry Potter. We already discussed that. That's on mine too because that one made it in my time frame.
Yeah, it spans over like 8 years. So
Yeah.
It's probably in all three of our time frames, maybe.
James and the Giant Peach.
I have never seen.
You guys
that.
probably weren't expecting that one.
I wasn't.
I've
Great.
never
The,
seen
the
that.
animated?
Great film.
The animated?
The live action animated.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's mixed.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was good.
I didn't see it.
Have you seen
I
that?
didn't see it.
You haven't seen James and the Giant Peach? I don't know how
I
well it
don't
holds
think I
up.
have. No.
I don't know how well it holds up, but it was awesome when I was a child.
Yeah, it is. Well, I haven't seen it in a long time.
I haven't
But yeah, it
either.
was awesome watching it as a kid.
No, I didn't see it.
And then this one you might not expect either. This was probably more my teenage years. Face Off. With John
Travolta.
John
and-
Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Fan face.
Great film.
Yeah, it is good.
Great film.
I believe
Face
I've
Off is
seen
good.
that film. I'm not good with names.
Yeah, it's kind of a. It's like these two guys. One's a cop, right?
Yeah.
Or one's a cop and
One's a criminal.
felon.
Yeah.
And then they go into this procedure where they switch faces.
No, I have not.
And yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch it.
It is.
sometime.
That and Con Air, but I didn't want to put Con Air. Con Air is another great Nicolas
Yeah,
Cage film.
Yeah, Con Air. He's got a lot of them.
I went through a kick where I watched like all the Nicolas Cage movies, and you can see where like in his younger years, his films are awesome, and then he gets really weird.
Yeah.
As he gets older, he gets weird.
Sure.
One of the only more recent ones that I've liked of his that I've seen is The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I
Did you
don't
ever
think
see
I've
that?
seen that
You
one.
ever seen that one?
No.
That's a pretty good one. It's still like probably 10 years old, but
Yeah.
it's a good one. All right, so on the topic of movies, I don't know if you guys have heard about this or not, but there's a movie that just got canceled. I think it's Universal is the one that was making it, but they canceled it. It's called The Hunt.
Yeah.
You heard about it?
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah. You know what it's about?
It's absurd.
It's pretty
It's
crazy.
absurd.
It's pretty crazy, but do you know what it's about?
Yeah.
It's a crazy premise, and it's really wrong and out there. In case anybody hasn't heard it before, it's essentially a movie about a bunch of rich, entitled, liberal people, and they go on a vacation to this like desert island, and they go and they kidnap, I think it's 12 like Republican hillbillies, yeah.
I mean, they
But they
stereotype
call it.
everything.
I think there's a line in the movie in one of the trailers that actually says nothing like hunting down some deplorables or something like that.
Yeah, they do.
And they go out on this island and they hunt down 12 people that are. I don't think they're ever really mentioned to be Republicans, but it's obvious that that's what they were going for.
Now, can you imagine if the roles were like switch?
Yeah, I
Can
know.
you?
That's what I was just about to say. It's a
Like-
huge it's a huge double standard. And they use stereotypes in the whole film pretty much. The liberals
Yeah.
are stereotyped as these high class,
Rich people.
rich people, which is the opposite of what they say they are, because they say that the 1% is all Republican.
Yeah.
And then the Republicans are just, degenerate hillbillies. And it's pretty brutal if you watch the trailer. I mean,
Yeah, it is.
they're not just trying to kill them. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, they're hunting them down, and there's some really bad kills in it.
Now, do you think
But-
that this movie should be able to exist?
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
I was just about to
Yeah.
say, as absurd as it is, and as terrible as
It's
the
when they're-
premise
they're
is,
right, yeah.
yeah, I don't think that it should have. I don't think that Universal should have canceled it.
I think it's stupid,
should-
but yeah.
So it
Yeah,
is
it's
canceled. I
dumb.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think it's. I don't know if they've officially canceled it, but
They have.
it looks like they're going to.
They have after the whole shooting thing.
And now they'll make
Yeah.
an indie film.
Probably.
I'm sure. I'm totally fine with it because it's their rights. It's First Amendment. They have the
Nah.
right to make that.
If people are actually good with this one. Now, if they actually make like one that actually switch the roles, I want nobody to whine or like complain.
They'll blame Trump for it.
Well,
Yeah.
they will, but
Yeah. What they, I don't know why. I don't know why they canceled this one. I'm assuming that it's because of the timing.
yeah,
That's
the
so
timing.
close with the recent shootings and stuff. But I don't think that it should be canceled. I think that it should have been maybe delayed. The release delayed a year or so.
Yeah,
But I don't think that they should have canceled it. It's art,
Yep.
which we've talked about before. I think anything should be. Nothing's off limits when you're talking about art and things like that.
Yeah, a lot of conservatives have been coming out saying that they shouldn't be allowed to make it. And this and
Yeah,
that.
that's
I
wrong.
completely disagree with that. What you should do is encourage everybody who thinks it's offensive to not support it, and that way it fails miserably at the box
Yeah.
office. That's what you
Yeah.
should do.
But you can't take away the right for it to be there.
No, you can't.
And you shouldn't do that.
Now, do we rate it differently? Maybe, depending on how violent it is. I mean, you have to get to the point where it's more violent than other films, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Because I mean, that being said, you can't make anything and get it into theaters. There are some things that are too absurd for theaters.
Yeah, yeah. But I think that line is drawn when you get to like things that are extremely violent or like pornographic.
Yeah, but I mean, they do have extremely, like you said, extremely violent stuff where it's just way too much,
Yeah.
and they can't
Yeah.
put it in. That's why a lot of these indie, like weird Japanese films and stuff, they never make it into their theaters over in even Japan. They don't.
yeah, they way too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are a lot.
Well, there's not so much. I don't know how much of that there is in the U.S. as far as the
Most of
the
it's
violent
in-
the violent side of it.
It's well, if it gets too far, it's indie. They won't
Yeah.
even try to put it out.
Yeah.
But they have a checklist for everything. You know what I mean? Like there's a certain amount of curse words you can use to get an R rating. There's a certain amount of,
Oh yeah.
violence you can
standards for
use,
everything.
nudity you
Yeah.
can use before it's too far. So
Yeah.
as long
And
as it
they-
meets those standards, then I guess it should be.
And
allowed.
they also have other ratings that some ratings that go into theaters that are not typical.
Mhm.
Like the what is it, NC-17?
Yeah.
I think is the one above R.
Mhm.
But there's not many of those.
I just think that was like a stupid concept to begin with, so yeah.
What?
Yeah,
The whole premise of it was just
The movie?
Oh, the movie, yeah.
it's
I thought you were talking about ratings. I was about to say, well, we kind of need
No,
that.
no, not
yeah,
really.
ratings are terrible. Everyone, kids should see everything. All right, so now that we moving away from movies a little bit, getting into the realm of comics, I had an idea to have a fight night where we pick two Marvel heroes, pin them against each other, and we do two DC heroes and pin them against each other, and then the
Okay.
winner of those two face off in the third round.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
what? Say it.
And who's going to be the referee of this?
He's not good.
No, we're just gonna battle it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about who would win
Mhm.
and move them on. I don't think it's gonna be
Okay.
that. I don't think it's gonna be that hard of a discussion.
Okay.
No, it's not, because you're going to pick Superman, and you're going to assume that,
That's what she said.
that hard of a discussion.
I had to find it on the thing.
You're going to pick Superman. He's going to win the whole thing.
No, I'm not. See, I intentionally didn't pick. I have the people that are going against each other already picked out,
Okay.
Okay.
but I didn't pick.
So we have to pick our own, or
no.
No,
We're,
okay.
we'll discuss these
Okay.
and then see who would win.
So you were dictator of this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much. Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I set the rules and you follow them
That's right, Chad.
blindly.
That's it.
Okay?
Got it.
Okay. All right, the Marvel side. Spider-Man versus Iron Man. Two that aren't so overpowered that they couldn't face each other and have a struggle to be the person that wins.
It depends on how well trained Spider-Man is. Like,
Exactly.
what version of Spider-Man are we talking about? You know?
We'll use the
Tom Holland version? No.
We'll
no.
use-
I don't think he stands a
No.
chance.
we'll use the current versions.
Okay, and then Iron Man, I would
Iron
say
Man.
wins that.
That's not even.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Now, an advanced Spider-Man, I would say Spider-Man, but not Tom Holland's version.
Really?
Yeah.
Even in the new movie, you're the only one that's seen it. So does he?
Well,
does
you're referring to the Iron Spider suit or whatever.
I'm assuming in the new movie his skills are greatly increased.
Not to the level of Iron Man, though.
Oh yeah,
I would.
Iron Man is
I mean, he is not Iron Man.
not even close.
So Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I mean Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Sorry.
Wait, I mean, what did you say? Did you?
I would have thought Spider-Man would win, but if you guys think
I think
Iron
given
Man,
his abilities, he could win if
Yeah.
he's trained well enough.
But like Chad said, which version though?
yeah, I would say we'll use the current iteration of the characters in the movies.
And Iron Man wins.
Okay, Iron Man, I got you.
DC. Let's see what happens.
All right, DC, Cyborg versus Flash.
Flash. Just because I actually love Flash. So yeah.
Well, we have to think about this
just
for
because I
a
love
minute.
Flash.
We have to think about it, Nizam. We can't just go based off emotions. That's not what we do, okay?
Yeah, conservatives don't do that.
But
I would have to say Flash. Just his powers, I think, are.
I think I agree.
Yeah.
If he, and I think
Because he almost has, like, I mean, he has superhuman powers, but, I mean, he's throwing the lightning
Yeah.
and stuff like that is a lot more powerful than what I think
Yeah,
Cyborg
Cyborg.
can counter.
Cyborg has cannons and stuff that he can use, and he can adapt.
But what's
to
he
it.
gonna
that's
do?
his speed.
Yeah, but
exactly.
that's the thing that he has to face is Flash's speed, and
If
I
you
think
can't
that's
hit him, then there's no point.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Flash, yeah.
it's the
Good
Flash.
instincts, Nizama.
There you go. Yeah. All right. So, Flash versus Iron Man, easy for me.
I think it's Flash,
Flash,
still
yeah.
beats Iron
Yeah.
Man.
Flash. I think there's no question Flash beats Iron Man.
Yeah.
All right. That was easier than I thought. I thought there would be more discussion there, but I didn't want to put anybody that was too like overpowered, like Superman or anything
Yeah,
like that.
well, we know how that would have gone.
Yes.
Superman versus the Hawk.
The Hawk.
Superman would win.
Man,
What
shut
do you
up.
think, Nizama?
The Hawk. Stop it,
How does the Hawk win? I don't understand.
Mike.
Dude.
You can't do this so
Dude, okay, all right. Well, we'll put a bonus round in there. All right, and this is gonna be the bonus round. Hawk versus Superman. Superman wins. They're like
How?
They're
The
like
Hawk wins.
They're like no.
You can't just say. You can't just
they're like-
declare something. You have to at
no,
least
okay.
state how.
Yeah, okay. I'm getting there.
You're
Okay,
like
let me
the
go.
Hawk gets stronger as he fights, right?
No, the Hawk gets stronger as he gets more angry.
Exactly.
Not necessarily.
Don't
the
you
longer
think
that
getting
he
the snot
fights.
beat out of him would make him a little angry?
I mean,
Yeah, but
you would think, right?
the Hawk and Superman.
Well,
are all,
then again, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
not the new Hawk. The real Hawk.
The Hawk and Superman are equally matched as far as strength. Even as the Hawk gets more and more powerful, Superman's already ahead of him. The Hawk can get to Superman's power level, but he doesn't start there.
Now,
And-
Superman's powers get enhanced from the radiation of the sun, right?
Yeah.
A yellow sun, yeah.
So what if the Hawk had him in an underground lair
Yeah.
where no,
There's still radiation in there.
not
it-
from the sun though, right?
So it's still UV rays.
Where?
It's everywhere, isn't it?
No.
In an underground lair. Okay, in an underground lair, I guess. Over time, Superman would wear out, but that's going to take a long time for that to happen.
Oh, there we go, Nizama. We got it.
Thank you.
He's like a
See, the thing is,
Superman is like a solar like energy cell.
Mike is like the ultimate Superboy. I mean, Superman
No,
fanboy. So nobody could beat him.
he's the
But-
best. He's the best superhero.
He's
just
the
hands
most
down. But this is
overpowered
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. This is how Superman beats the Hawk every time.
And he's boring.
Superman, they might beat the crap out of each other for, a couple minutes or whatever, and Superman's gonna get tired of it, and he's gonna be like, I'm tired of messing with this little green gnat, so I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna throw him up into the air, into space, and then it's gonna be over. The Hawk can't fly. He has no way to get really back down unless he hits something else.
But does the
Which-
Hawk need air?
No,
So
he's not gonna die.
Couldn't he orbit until he did eventually land on a
Yeah,
planet?
yeah, but. That's like me.
Well, then
that's
Superman
like-
didn't win.
That's
then.
like me. That's like me saying, okay, I can fight somebody and I can choke them out, and they're unconscious.
Now,
but eventually their consciousness is going to come back. So
could Superman rip the Hulk's head off?
No.
No.
Literally.
No.
No.
I don't think so. No.
No.
Could the Hulk rip Superman's head off?
No.
It's got bulletproof skin, right?
I don't think he could do it. I mean, unless he was deprived of solar radiation, but that would take a long time.
What if he froze him in an ice cube?
Too.
Superman.
If somebody
if the Hulk froze Superman,
you can't.
No.
He has laser heat vision,
Oh, that's true.
so he can't be
What if he was in an underground lair?
in an ice cube. He was in an underground ice cube. Okay, then you might have a point. But I think the simple fact of
What if the ice caps melt?
Superman just grabbing the Hulk and throwing him into space is going to be the end of it until he comes back, and then we'll just keep doing the same thing.
Well, we don't know. I mean, what if the Hulk gets up in space and you didn't know this, but he can fly through space?
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been
Flies back down with a vengeance.
There's
and
ever been any iteration
hit
of the
Superman
Hulk.
all the way to the core of the Earth where there's no UV
How do you
light.
know that the Hulk would let Superman just like throw him and everything?
What do you mean? How would he let him? It wouldn't take long. The Superman is extremely fast and much faster than the Hulk will ever be.
Man, whatever.
For one.
Mike. Let's go. I'm done with you.
He would scoop him up before he even knew what the hell was going
I'm
on.
done with you. Whatever.
All right, I think we settled that.
Yeah, whatever.
That's obvious who the winner of that was.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, the Flash.
All right. So moving from comics to video games here. I got a couple different topics, but the first, I was curious what your guys' favorite, what you would consider the best or just your favorite or both side-scrolling fighting game. So like your Tekkens and your Street Fighters, Mortal Kombats.
I honestly play Street Fighter more than any of them, so I'll probably go with that because I really haven't played Tekken like that or Mortal Kombat like that. But I play Street Fighter a lot.
I'd probably say Tekken would be mine, or actually, no, I would have to say Injustice.
Injustice is really good.
It is really good, but
Tekken 3.
Yeah. Tekken, Tekken would be my close second.
But Injustice would be probably second for me.
The only reason why I said Street Fighter because that's the one that I've actually played the most of every single lap.
Although Injustice makes no sense because Superman can be defeated in it. He has a health bar.
Okay. Well, you gotta make it, so that somebody loses. I mean, come on. Street Fighter's great, but I was more of a Tekken kid.
No, we're not talking about side-scrolling beat-em-ups, right? We're talking about versus.
Yeah. So not like what's the one called that was really awesome, like where you just side scroll and you
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant.
The Simpsons.
But then there was another one where you were like
Contra.
These two, no. I forget what it's called. Streets of something.
Streets of Rage.
Streets of Rage. Yeah. Oh. Is that the one where you're like, you just go and you beat up like thugs the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one called Bad Dudes. That was similar.
Bad Dudes. Was it a ripoff?
Kinda. It was good.
Yeah.
It was on the NES.
Yeah, I like those too. But I was more of a Tekken kid, and then when Injustice came out, I was already an adult.
Tekken is great too.
Tekken 3, playing as Eddie. Every single time.
A specific person.
Every single time.
Every single time?
Every single time.
See, I liked, what's the samurai dude's name? I like the samurai guy. I forget his name.
The robot guy?
Yeah.
Mitsuyagu or whatever?
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Mitsubishi.
I was like, who are you gonna play? Mitsubishi. That's my character. Yeah. I liked him and the other one of the Japanese dudes.
Yeah,
that narrows it down. Yeah, I know. No, the cop, Ken or something. Kwong something. I don't know.
Kwong.
You know what I'm talking.
I think you're talking about Ken, I think his name
yeah.
might have been Ken. The guy with like the spiky blonde hair, kind of.
No.
And he wore like the leather
No,
jacket.
the one with like the one that had the he wore like the hat. He was like in the storyline he was like a cop.
I don't know.
In the Tekken storyline, I don't know.
I have no idea.
But yeah, it was one of
Eddie was the best. You could break dance. Nobody could block you. It was awesome.
That's ridiculous. I liked Eddie, but
Awesome.
he was always he was like the worst person to face off against.
Yeah, that's why I played as him.
It's awful.
Call me a troll, but it's just called being smart.
Or troll, or
What was the redheaded
or amateur
guy? Hawthorne, or I don't remember his name. Something.
Hawthorne.
The guy with the red hair was like pale skin, and he was like the karate guy. White dude.
I don't know.
Google is right there.
That should really narrow it down. The white dude, but
Power of Google, I'm just saying.
and there was another one. The other one that I used to play as all the time was I think his name was Huang. it was seriously. Look it up.
Hwang.
Huang, yeah, that's the guy's name. The one that I was just talking about.
Hwang.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Dang, who's that?
He had like all the
Yeah, Hwang.
Harang,
That's what I'm talking about.
Harang, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I played as him too.
He had all the crazy kick combos and stuff. He was awesome.
Remember King?
King,
leopard?
yeah, the leopard.
Oh, him, I know, yeah. I was,
Actually, another really good one that I just forgot about until
Remember Nina?
yeah. I forgot about it until just now. Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur was
Soul
awesome.
Calibur was awesome.
Especially on the GameCube.
Yeah.
You play as Link.
Soul Calibur arcade was the best.
Yeah.
It was built for arcade.
Yeah. But Link was awesome.
Yeah. Did you play Soul Calibur?
no.
Oh my god, this guy. Not seeing movies, not
He's
playing
more
games.
He's more of a PC gamer.
Speaking of that,
Oh, shit.
so the epic debate of console versus PC gaming. Which is better? Overall.
Listen.
You got your stats?
Listen.
I don't have any stats. I
Let me
have
get my point
So
facts.
this is just opinions.
Facts.
Let me get my point across. Just shut up.
Truth or
Both of you
facts?
guys.
Yeah. We
Come
believe
on.
facts, not truth. Or truth, not facts.
Truth, not facts.
PC is a great way of gaming, period.
Why?
I'm just listen
Why?
to me.
Yeah,
Listen
why?
I'm
to
going to
me.
interview you
Listen
on
to
this.
me. Listen to me. Listen to me. For one, consoles, you can't change no specs at all when you, in terms of like when you buy it and it just is like that.
It's because they got it right the first time.
And that's how I want
Stop it. No.
I don't want to.
With
I don't want to spend
PC
money upgrading it every year.
With PC, you could do whatever you want to it.
Yeah.
Just
Dump money into it
Yeah,
every
dump
year.
money.
If you want to, why not? That's
And
your
if you
choice.
don't want to,
you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
But that's your choice, though.
Your
Yeah,
positive
that
is
your-
a negative.
That is your yeah. Your positive is a negative.
Listen, I've seen people who game with like $500 PCs.
How many years did they get out of that?
A good 5, 6, maybe.
I think 5 is pushing
That's
it.
pushing it.
And
Yeah.
and I can get 6 or 7 out of a console.
Yeah.
And my other thing
I'm
is-
on the 6th year now on my console. Yeah.
You have to admit, like, some games, which is a lot of games, are a lot better to play on the PC. If you care about graphics and everything like that, some games are way better on the PC.
Last gen, I would have agreed with you. This gen, I don't agree with you.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop
I'm on the
No.
same. I'm on the
No.
same page with you.
No.
The PS4 and the Xbox One, our graphics are. I wouldn't say they're probably not on par
The
with
graphics
the
are not even close.
with the Intel i9. Okay, they might not be on par with that, but
No.
that's a $400
No.
processor.
No. If we can agree with that, then like there's nothing that we're gonna agree. No.
But
That's
is it
crazy.
enough that you notice it?
Yes, it is.
So you're telling me
Listen,
your
I am
PS4 looks like
big
crap?
I am big on like I could tell which ones. Look, it doesn't look like crap, but I could tell that that PC looks way better though. I just can't. I'm big on graphics. That's just me. And
it doesn't hinder my gameplay.
And sometimes, for example, like another thing, I love to play with the keyboard, and I also have the option to play with A, keyboard, or B, controller. Consoles don't have that.
They shouldn't have that because there's one correct way to play games, and that's with a controller.
Nah.
You said you care about graphics, right?
Mm-hmm.
I care about games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
And the consoles have much better games than PC does.
Yep.
And a lot more on console that's only exclusive to console.
Exclusive wise, I mean, for the PS4, yeah.
Even Xbox.
To me, that's the main thing.
That's worth playing.
Well, although a lot of the Xbox games you can play on PC, so I redact that statement.
To me, the games are all there is.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a big graphics guy.
That's one genre that like you like. Not everybody loves to play with games that's exactly like that though. Not everybody wants to play like a God of War,
yeah. That's not. There's not all of the exclusives are games like God of War.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
many different kinds.
Okay, not everybody love playing one person game and everything. And Chad, Mike, for example, because you got.
Are we frustrating you, Design?
Yes, you are, because for one, not everybody loves to play those like one person game. That's just how things are.
Would it help if I tell you that PC games are better for MMO, massive multiplayer online games? Can we settle the discussion on that?
I can agree with that.
And you can agree with me that single player games are much better on a console.
That's not even. Yeah.
Compromise. Win-win.
Yeah. For example, Call of Duty, in my opinion, would look better and play better.
But does the graphical enhancement of the PC really hinder your ability to enjoy the gameplay?
Listen, if you play a game...
See, I think it's because you're not as old as we are. Seriously. Because we played games that looked like garbage. And we still could play those games.
If I go back to this, I can't really play a lot of like those games with like bad graphics like that. I just can't.
Yeah, I think the age gap has a lot. Plus, not all of us have the money to afford to spend $1,200 on a gaming PC and then spend $500 on our PlayStation so that we can play all the exclusives. So I'm obviously going to choose the console so I can get the exclusives. And if I hit the MMOs, which I won't because it's a waste of time, then I can hit it on PS4.
In my opinion, I love having the option to actually play through all three of them. Because, I mean, they all have like their own set of things that I actually love playing. For example,
we still don't know where Nozama gets all this money from.
And well, yeah,
consoles I would never get rid of. Really, I can't. If I had to pick one, I really couldn't pick one because once again, I love playing God of War. I love playing the whole Uncharted series. So, and I actually love those games. So I can't. So like obviously, like the console have like its own set of things that's great for it.
So if you had to pick PC or console, what would you pick?
If you had to get rid of one, which one would it be? It's easy for us, I'm sure.
Part of me wants to say I would probably keep the PC. For example, like once we finish play God of War, you can't go back to actually. How many times are we gonna go back to actually play that game?
I've played it like quite a bit.
No, I'm just like not a lot of people is gonna go back and keep playing it. In terms of like PC games, you could play it whenever you want, like however long you want.
Yeah, but there's things in God of War that you could play over and over again. There's the all the trials and everything that you could go back and you could play. But maybe you're not going to play the story over and over and over again. But there's other things in the game that you can go in, like all the battles and things like that.
All those games that I love, The Last of Us, Detroit, God of War, the whole thing that I play them just once, and that's it. After that, I'm done with them.
Did he answer the
but
question?
game-
I was
but-
busy.
But
I said
Detroit,
PC maybe.
You said you would choose PC over all these console great single player games.
or was PC the one that you would get rid of?
I would probably keep PC, but like a slight. I can't really.
So you would get rid of all those great experiences you had for the PC.
I told you.
To raid dungeons.
You spend most like you spending like your whole entire gaming life on consoles.
Yes.
Mine have been mostly on PC.
Okay.
That's why.
I'm asking you a question.
I told you what.
So you would pick PC over console?
By a slight margin, like just by a slight.
No, that's fine.
Like here and there, depending on how I feel, I might switch it to console.
No. Once you choose, that's it.
But
it's gone.
One choice, and then that's it.
Pick one for the rest of my life.
Huh?
Well, that's tough.
What? Oh, go ahead.
Because that is what would tell us what is better, which one you would choose. I would clearly choose consoles.
Yeah, console easily for me.
I guess it all depends on like which games you prefer playing more.
Which ones? Which one would you get rid of? Console or PC? One question.
There's only one right answer.
And just so you guys know, I'm debating between the PS4 and like PC, Xbox, and like a Switch. They're not even part of this, but not.
No, all consoles.
Exactly,
all consoles versus.
Well, there's only one that really matters,
which is like
so like one and a half Switch. I guess I've never played it, but I hear it's good. But
it's okay.
If I was playing on the Xbox, I would definitely pick PC 100%, no question. But since I've been playing on the PS4 and I've played all those good games, it's hard for me to get rid of.
If I had to choose between PC and Xbox, I would choose PC, and I don't even play PC games.
Well, I would too, mainly because you can get all the Xbox games on PC. So
the only reason why, because I've
tell Siri to shut her mouth, Mike. I saw it happening. I'm like, oh god.
You see, because I played all those good.
Sorry.
Because I played all those good PS4 games, it's tough for me to just give them away and everything like.
So.
To be continue. I can't pick one.
Yeah, we're.
I can't pick one. I'm sorry, I just can't.
We're kind of far in.
Yeah.
All right. So moving away from that, we're gonna get into some. If you say PC, which is what you said before, and then you were like, oh, but I would change it for this or whatever. But if you were gonna say PC, I was gonna say, this is you, Nozama.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real alone.
That's Nozama, all alone on the PC side.
Trust me, I'm not alone. So yeah, the PC community is way bigger than any console community. So yeah.
Yeah, if you.
I'm just saying.
If you include all the little girls playing Disney Princess on Steam.
It.
Yeah.
Stop it.
All right. Yeah, we've spent enough time on this. Let's go. So we're gonna move into the more controversial stuff. Not too bad, but it's political. So if you don't like that stuff, or if you don't like conservative viewpoints, then you can just turn it off now.
It's the third one.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I don't know the soundboard very well. It's my first time on it, so I don't know where everything is. But so this first one's not too bad, but I guess it could get pretty political. Epstein, suicide / murder. So you guys buying that he committed suicide?
Heck no.
No, I don't think he committed suicide. I don't think that there's a conspiracy going around that he was taken into witness protection. I don't see where that makes any sense, and I don't think that that's an actual thing. I think that's a conspiracy.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean,
he's
I think
actually still alive, and
yeah, he's dead. But I don't think he committed suicide. If he did commit suicide, I think he was assisted. Because he had to be assisted.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no way he could have done it himself without any kind of assistance.
Yeah. I don't.
Just the things don't line up, man. It just don't.
Yeah. So the guy, there was no cameras.
Dude, they
anywhere.
malfunctioned.
They
that day.
They malfunctioned at the perfect time. He was taken off suicide watch like
After a week, I think.
Yeah, after a week, and he was his old cellmate, right, was the one that said, "There's no way that somebody could commit suicide in this cells. The ceiling's like 8 feet."
Well, they say he hung himself from the top bunk with a sheet. And the cellmate said that the sheets are paper thin.
Paper thin,
It
yeah.
would have never held his body. He would have just fell to the floor. And then the bunk beds are only like 6 foot tall, and he's a 6 foot tall guy. So I don't really see how that could have happened.
He's like 200 pounds.
Yeah.
So those sheets
He probably would have
ripped
flipped
right
the
in
whole.
half.
He would have flipped the. Well, I'm assuming the bunk bed's probably bolted to the wall.
They are.
I just don't see how he could have done it himself alone.
Plus, according to the recording, like the cause of death is still pending. So yeah, there's no reason.
What if they find out that he committed suicide by shooting himself in the back of the head twice? Just for good measure.
I don't know. I feel like people were definitely from both sides of the aisle going down the conspiracy rabbit hole. I think that I don't think it's conspiracy theory to think that he was assisted in the suicide and that someone wanted him dead.
This is the first time that both sides actually agree on something that this did not add up at all.
I think it's more of a conspiracy if you actually think that he pulled suicide off by himself.
Yeah.
But to say the Clintons did it or Trump did it, that's too far. I don't like the Clintons at all. But I wouldn't put that on them without having evidence of them doing it.
Plus, he had strings over a lot of rich people, so there's a lot of people who went dead.
In different countries as well, not just America.
So,
So we don't know who, and I don't think we ever probably will, unless whoever assisted him comes out and says who. But I'm sure there's several layers of, I'm sure it's not just top guy going straight to the jail asking them to do this. I'm sure there's several layers of people.
Oh, yeah. Man. Well, I saw today, I think, or last night, that they raided his island. So there might be something there that they're going to find. I would imagine there probably is quite a bit there.
Man.
But
I'm sure.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No cameras. The guards were tired.
Convenient timing as well.
Yeah, very convenient.
Convenient timing.
Yeah.
Everything lines up to not be a suicide.
Yeah.
And they weren't checking. Yeah, the guards weren't checking on. They didn't check on it for like an hour or something.
I think he was supposed to be checked on every 20 minutes.
Every 20 minutes,
yeah.
And they went like over an hour without checking on them. Yeah, it's too many things going wrong at the same time to where it can't be.
I'd be interested to see if the autopsy shows poisoning. I'm wondering if they didn't give him some cyanide tablets because he wanted to die. He tried to commit suicide a couple weeks ago, and that's why he was on suicide watch. Yeah. So I'm thinking, which I don't know, this is conspiracy, but I'm thinking maybe they gave him suicide tablets and a bed sheet and say, "We're going to make it look like you hung yourself. If you want to do it, go ahead. We're going to walk away for a few hours." Yeah, that would be the only way he could kill himself alone in the cell.
Yeah, but if they did that, and then they had to know there was going to be an autopsy. Yeah. So it's got to go. If that's the case, they would have had to have arms out to also the coroner or whoever's going to do the autopsy.
And that's what I'm wondering.
And all that. Yeah, it would have to go a lot further than even the jail.
Either way, they're going to have to have their arms out to them because he couldn't have hung himself. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if he was strangled, they're going to be able to tell the difference between being strangled and being hung. Because when you hang yourself, typically your neck snaps depending on how high you are. Yeah.
I still don't get
it's not high enough for that to happen in there.
So I still just don't get how come they don't get the reason of death, like the cause of death. If it's a suicide, shouldn't they know how he actually died, either by hanging or what?
Unless they found something suspicious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's I think the whole thing is the suspicious part.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, in the autopsy, you'll probably I would imagine they're going to find something. They got to find something, whether it lines up with what or what everybody from the jail and everything is saying.
Now,
It's
will
gonna
we
be a
actually
different
know
question.
what actually happened, though? I doubt it.
Yeah.
And even if they found something,
Yeah.
pretty sure that they're gonna pay him off if it actually happened. So.
And the worst part is, I mean, him. Who cares? He's dead. There's no feelings lost for him. But it's the fact that now what was going on might not be uncovered.
Yeah.
There's a possibility.
Yeah.
Because he could have had a lot of dirt on people and people that are doing terrible, things to young people and just women in general. That might not be uncovered now, which sucks.
Yeah.
So, staying on the topic of politics.
Of child sex offenders.
Well, from some of the things that you've seen, probably with the sniffing of the hair and the and all that.
Oh, no.
Joe Biden, he's on the old campaign trail, and this guy makes more gaffes than anybody that I've ever seen. One of the more recent ones is probably one of my favorites. But here's the clip of it if you haven't heard.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy kids, black kids, Asian kids. No, really need, but think how we think about it. We think, no, we're going to dumb it down. They can do anything anybody else can do, give it a shot.
You know what the best part about
There
that
we
clip
go.
is?
Yeah.
The slow clap.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to clap?
Wait, I didn't like that first part, but he brought it back. He brought it back,
Joe.
and you can see or you can hear that
Joe.
he catches himself, and he tries to course correct.
Doesn't do a very good job.
Yeah, no.
He should have been like, oh, crap, I didn't mean to say that. What I meant to say was, he should have called
Listen.
himself out on it.
Yeah,
me
right.
tell you.
That would have been better.
When I first heard that clip, I was like, "How dare you call me dumb and poor?" I mean, to assume because I don't have like a lot of wealth and everything like that I'm black, which is one racist, but yeah, and two that I'm not as smart as like a white person who might have a lot of wealth. I mean, did he actually mean? I know that it's like
What I was thinking
like
is
a gaff, but
I think that he meant it.
Yeah. I think
think
when
it's
I
how- I
heard
think
it,
it's
I
how
was
he is.
like, how dare you call me a rich white kid? Smart, rich white kid.
Yeah, no,
I'm not rich.
that's not me at all. Two of those things are not true.
I just like, how did he pull with people of color? And I hate
because he
that.
was secretly he was
I'm like-
talking about black kids.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
what the hell?
That's what, and I think that's how he actually feels.
In general, he was trying to. His point was, we need to give children of color the same opportunity that we give white kids because they're just as smart as white kids. They're just as bright as white kids. The message is fine. It's just the way he put it. You know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he's right. Everybody
But
deserves the opportunity to.
Yeah, but
You know.
he associated.
He associated poor
associated
with black
poor.
and wealth with white. Yeah.
That's the thing.
He's a moron.
But I think that's how he actually feels. My opinion.
I think he's crazy. I really don't see, like, people were scared when Donald Trump was going to get like, oh, he's old, he's senile, he's crazy. This guy is senile. This guy seriously fumbles his words.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just awful.
Joe.
Yeah, he's compared to Trump as far as how he presents himself and how he talks.
Listen,
He's
Trump
Sleepy Joe is the right term for him.
Trump
when he coined
for
it.
like his age, he could talk, and he has a comebacks
Oh, yeah.
for days, and he's just
He's sharp.
Yeah.
He's quick on his feet.
Did you see the clip of Biden when he grabbed the girl's arm? Did you guys see that?
Good job. Thank you, man. Good to talk. By the way, first one came out to marry.
He was walking through and this girl asked him, she said, how many genders are there? And he looked at her and he said, don't play with me, kid.
Yeah, so, yeah.
And then she said, I'm just asking how many genders there are. And he said, there's 3. Don't play with me, kid. And then he got pissed off. And then he went back. The girl's walking away. He went back. He grabbed the girl by the arm and like pulled her in and said, what did he say? He's like, I was one of the first ones to endorse same-sex marriage, just so you know. Something like that.
Okay.
But he grabbed the girl's arm, and that's what everybody's like, no, you can't grab people's arms like that.
Well, was it a young kid?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
She was young. I mean, she could have been 18.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Young.
He might have been grabbing her arm to smell her hair, to pull her in and smell her hair.
That's true.
And so you got to give him the benefit of the doubt.
He loves loving on the little kids.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
That's all fine and all. The men said 3.
Do what? What'd you say?
He said that like there was actually 3 different.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
I'm assuming it's male, female, and
Other.
What's
because that's the old school way. That's the old school way
school
of being liberal.
Before there were 72. Yeah, it went from 2 to 3, and then 72.
Yeah. And then infinity, whatever you want.
Yeah, infinity, and then whatever you want. Yeah. All right, so moving from Joe, this is the last topic that I wanted to bring up. I saw an article about the electoral map for 2020, and the article was all about how Trump has no chance of winning at all. And they have the electoral map there, which we'll put this up so you can see it. But it's mainly just the center of the country that's red, and everything else is blue. And based off this, it's showing that the Democratic candidate is going to win the Electoral College with 419 votes, and the Republicans are only going to have 119. My question as soon as I saw this was, did they not learn anything from 2016?
No,
because the map looked almost identical to this, and the colors are almost inverted as far as red to blue ratio.
A lot of those numbers come from Texas. They're trying to claim they can grab Texas.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think they're going to grab Texas. I don't think they're going to win Florida.
No.
I don't think they're going to win Pennsylvania. I don't think they're going to win North Carolina.
No, I think most of the East Coast they're not going to win.
I mean, they're going to win Maryland. They're going to win
side.
Virginia. They're going to win Maryland. They're going to win New York.
Mm-hmm.
Maine. They're going to win Maine. All those up in there, they're going to win. But I don't know if they'll win Illinois. I mean, I guess Chicago. Yeah, they might. Wouldn't it be something, though, with everything, with Baltimore happening and everything, if these people finally realize? Because did you see what happened in Baltimore where, like, Trump supporters are, like, literally going out with their MAGA hats and cleaning the streets up?
Yeah, I saw that.
I mean, wouldn't that be something? I mean, Maryland's not a big thing, but that would just be something to show the inner city. It's like, hey, maybe we've been supporting the wrong guy this whole time.
Yeah. I'm hoping that's what happened.
But
although I don't live there.
Yeah, but then some progressive got mad that they went to the actually
found it offensive.
I'm like,
yeah, well, get your
So would you prefer?
If you would clean it up, we wouldn't need them to do it.
So like, would you prefer like your place to be like a complete dump then?
Yeah, they would, because here's the thing: they love to play the victim card, and they love to get welfare, and they love to not work, and they want all these fundings. And if they see that their city's starting to do well, they're afraid all that's going to go away, and they're afraid they're going to have to actually work.
Yeah, and that's all the Democrats are going to do for them. They're going to say they're going to give them handouts, and then they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They're going to promise it, and then they're not going to deliver on it.
And they have them winning Arizona as well. I don't know that they're going to win Arizona.
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be a repeat of 2016.
In my opinion, Trump has gained a lot more supporters than the last election.
I think a lot more people like him now than they did in 2016. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and he's been doing a pretty good job, in my opinion. Not great, but good.
Some people think he's doing terrible. So.
Yeah, but I think a lot of this. I'm assuming that this map is based off polling.
Probably.
Which polling last election didn't.
Yeah. Well, the loudest people speak first.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are for him and that are going to vote for him again that just don't talk to pollsters.
Yeah.
They won't tell you.
Yeah, they don't tell anybody. Because, I mean, quite frankly, and here's the other thing. I mean, the left has made it such a,
crime,
crime to be a Trump supporter. Why, in your right mind, would you come out?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Not everybody has balls like us.
Yeah. It's just going to be, it's going to be the same thing. They're going to go cast their vote, and that's when you're going to see it. You know, election night, and you're going to see just a stream of red across the country again.
I can't wait.
I can't either. It's going to be awesome. What about you, Nizama?
Yes, sir.
Well, did you vote 2016?
The last election, I must admit,
Oh, God.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Did you vote at all?
No, I was sure as hell was not going to vote for that freaking whatever her name is. That was not going to happen. I will vote for Trump 10 out of 10 times before I even think about voting for like a Hillary.
Yeah.
So you didn't vote last election?
No.
Will you be voting this time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We got one more.
There you go.
Maybe.
That's the one that's going to make the difference.
Never know.
Right, so that wraps it up for us today. And we'll see you on
what do you want to tell
the
them
next show.
How they can get our stuff? And
Oh, yeah. You can find us on SoundCloud and Spotify, YouTube. We got video now on YouTube, so that's good. And everything's under Cafe Disco. Just give us a search. And
give us a like.
Be sure to like, comment if you want. And you can also check us out on our Facebook page. And there's a link for our email there if you want to send any questions or anything through that.
It's just cafediscopodcast@gmail.com. And you can send questions and we'll actually put them in the show.
Yeah, we will.
Even if they're terrible, I'll still put them in. Send hate if you want. It's fine.
Yeah, we don't mind hate. Hate, love, whatever. We're good with it.
We're inclusive.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.